So yeah, anybody else have any questions for me?
मैम एक बार वो पूरा मिक्सचर का एक बार फिर से बताएंगे, क्या क्या मिक्स करना है? मिक्सचर एक बार फिर से प्लीज रिपीट करेंगे?
हाँ डेफिनेटली। तो अगर आप यूज कर रहे हो एक 7 इंच का पॉट, जो मेरे पास ये वाला है, तो उसमें मैंने अगेन यहाँ तलक ये रिम तलक ही लिया था मड, और वो फुल पॉट ऑफ रेड सॉइल। तो ये एक 4 इंच का पॉट है एंड यहाँ तलक मैंने सैंड लिया था। तो मैं अभी ये आउटडोर प्लांट्स के लिए कर रही हूँ, मेरे आउटडोर सक्यूलेंट्स के लिए कर रही हूँ। मेरे कोई भी सक्यूलेंट्स घर के अंदर नहीं है, मेरे सारे के सारे आउटडोर्स में है, फुल सन में है। तो रेड सॉइल मैंने 7 इंच का पॉट फुल लिया है। सैंड मैंने एक मुट्ठी भर लिया, ठीक है, और जब मेरे को लगा कि सैंड ज़्यादा हुआ है या कम हुआ है उस हिसाब से मैंने निकाला। बट द बेस्ट इज टू यूज 1 handful ऑफ सैंड फ्रॉम दिस। You can use 1 handful of perlite, मुट्ठी भर। तो मुट्ठी भर ये हुआ, अगर आपको ये दिखाई दे।
यस।
हाँ, तो ये मुट्ठी भर सैंड, मुट्ठी भर परलाइट। और मैंने कोई 2-3 पीस जो थे मैंने तोड़ के रखा है क्योंकि आउटडोर में है, एंड टू कीप द रूट्स कूल, तो मैंने ये तोड़ के साइड पे रखा था रूट्स के। होल आप ज्यादा करके सिर्फ आउटडोर के लिए यूज करना। इंडोर में क्या होता है, अगर आपके पास सिर्फ फिलिडेंड्रन वैरायटी है या
ओके।
हाँ, जो आपके पास अगर इंडोर के जो प्लांट्स है स्पेसिफिक, नॉट सक्यूलेंट्स बट इंडोर प्लांट्स, तब उस आप यूज कर सकते हो क्योंकि उन्हें ज्यादा इरिगेशन की जरूरत है एंड कूलिंग फॉर देयर रूट्स। यू कैन यूज लॉट ऑफ कोल। बट इफ इट इज सक्यूलेंट्स, ट्राई टू अवॉइड। अगर आप बाहर रख रहे हो, वो आउटडोर में रख रहे हो, फिर आप थोड़ा सा होल्स यूज करना, वो भी रूट्स के बाजू में।
ओके।
उसके बाद सिंडर है जो मैंने आपको बताया, अगर आपको चाहिए तो यूज कीजिए, अगर नहीं चाहिए वो भी इट्स एब्सोल्युटली फाइन। मगर अगर आप सिंडर नहीं यूज कर रहे हो तो आप परलाइट दो मुट्ठी डाल देना बस। फिर आता है आपका काउडा। अभी अगर आप 7 इंच का फुल पॉट यूज कर रहे हो तो 7 इंच के लिए आपको सेमी वेट काउडा इतना यूज करना पड़ेगा। दिस इज सेमी वेट। मैं
ओके।
हाँ, अगर आप ड्राई यूज कर रहे हो तो इसका सिर्फ इतना पीस रहेगा ड्राई का, इससे बड़ा मत यूज करो क्योंकि बर्नआउट हो जाएगा फिर। और अगर आप वेट यूज कर रहे हो तो आपको एक 7 इंच का पॉट 20 लीटर पानी में डालना है। वो पानी को आप ओवरनाइट रखते हो, फिर उसमें से आपको जो पानी आता है आपको मिक्स करके 10 लीटर्स वाटर में और ऐड करके उसको प्लांट्स में डालना है। जो बाकी का सेडिमेंट होता है वो आप अपने कॉम्पोस्ट में यूज कर सकते हो। तो ये हुआ अपना पाउडर। और फिर हुआ अपना कोको चंक्स। अगर आपको यूज करना है तो यूज कीजिए। ये है कोको चंक्स बोले या शेल्स को ब्रेक करके डालना, आप ये यूज कर सकते हो। एंड द अदर थिंग इज फॉर द पॉटिंग, नीचे मैं ये यूज करती हूँ, दिस इज कॉयर, जो आपको फिर अमेजोन पे मिल सकता है, फ्लिपकार्ट पे मिलता है, इट्स कॉल्ड कॉयर। ये पॉट के नीचे जाता है ऐसा। अभी आपका पॉटिंग मिक्स जो रेडी है, ऐसा आपने इसको मिक्स कर दिया, थोड़ा सा नीचे डाल दो ऐसे, और फिर अपने प्लांट डालो और बाकी का प्लांट के बाद, बस हो गया।
ओके, थैंक्स मैम।
यू वेलकम। और ये जो पॉटिंग मिक्स बना है, बिकॉज इट इज इन सन, मैं इसको अभी हर 2 दिन में वाटर करूंगी क्योंकि यहाँ पे
अच्छा।
फिलहाल बहुत धूप है। तो
हाँ हाँ।
मैं उसको रोज रोज नहीं वाटर करूंगी, एवरी सेकेंड डे, क्योंकि विंटर में है। अगर
ओके।
समर का टाइम होता, दैट इज एनीवे स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम February एंड मार्च बिग राइट अप टिल जून, जब तक बारिश चालू नहीं होता तब तक मैं उसको रोज वाटर करूंगी क्योंकि ये फुल सन। मगर
अच्छा।
अगर ये ऐसे जोन में है आपके घर में, ये दैट इज इन योर बालकनी या आपके विंडो पे या कहीं पे भी आपके घर में जहाँ पे उसको सन मिल रहा है एटलीस्ट 2-3 घंटे के लिए, तो आप पानी को 2 नहीं तो 3 दिन के बाद डाल सकते हो, डिपेंडिंग ऑन कितना ड्राई सॉइल हुआ। पर आप खुद
ठीक।
ही देखोगे, जब आप ऐसा सॉइल बनाओगे ना, आप खुद देखोगे कि आपका सर्क्यूलेंट पानी मांगेगा आपसे, ग्रोथ भी आएगा और पानी भी मांगेगा।
ठीक।
और ऐसे सॉइल को आप एनपीके, डीएपी और बाकी के फर्टिलाइजर जो रहते हैं वो यूज़ नहीं करना है आपको। नॉर कंपोस्ट भी नहीं यूज़ करते, क्योंकि अगर आप कंपोस्ट यूज़ भी करोगे, क्योंकि इसमें अभी काउडंग डाला है, तो मैं अभी नेक्स्ट 6 मंथ्स के लिए तो एटलीस्ट इसको एक भी फर्टिलाइजर यूज़ नहीं करूँगी।
ठीक है, ओके, थैंक यू मैम।
यू वेलकम। एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस?
Yeah, hi ma'am, this is Amy here again.
हाय पाल।
How do you pot the string of pearls and those string varieties? It's pretty difficult when we get it on the courier, right? It's like they send it without the soil.
Yes.
So they're dried. They're all like very clump together. And how do you pot them in the pots? And it's very difficult. And my second question is, how do you treat the mealybugs on the leaf propagations? Actually, I usually get mealybugs attacked, which get stuck during the
Well,
leaves.
I'm not able to hear you very clearly. I'm very
Actually,
sorry.
did you hear my first question, potting about the strings?
Yes, string of
And
pearls.
yeah. And the second question is, how do we treat the mealybugs in the leaf propagations? I used to have when the root comes, the mealybugs get stuck near the roots. It's very difficult to remove them from the leaf propagation. So how do we manage that one also? I just
So the
wanted to
only
know.
method for leaf propagation, I'll just answer this question and then explain to you the string of pearls. So, do you have any other questions?
No, my math, that's it.
No, sorry, I interrupted you. That's why I asked. So, see, in a leaf propagation method, like for instance, if let's take this one had roots over here, on this portion, and you were saying that over here somewhere it is getting mealybugs, right?
Yes, near the roots.
Yes.
It
So in this,
always on the roots.
correct. So in this case, you have to remove the plant gently from soil. You have to take it and wash it under the tap with soap water. That's it. Your normal Vim का जो liquid आता है, बस उसी के साथ.
But will the roots will not get rotted or something if we put it on the water before it's because of the roots and everything? Nothing will happen.
Oh no. Roots, see, science आपको यहाँ पे थोड़ा समझना है कि
Hindi, please. No, English, please.
उनका जॉब है पानी को लेके सोक करना और
No, ma'am, I don't understand Hindi, even a word. So English, please.
So the main concept of science over here comes in, where roots act as a functional factor, where they take the water from the soil and the nutrients and transfer it to the different parts of the plant. So that's what will be happening when you are actually rinsing it out. And it has to be a gentle tap water, where the water is on a gentle flow. You are just removing the mealybugs from the stem or whatever part of the plant it is, and you just put a little bit of liquid water, soap in your water, and pour it on that. It will ensure that the plant is safe and there is no harm to it. And then you can repot the thing into a little soil if you have to. And if you are getting mealybugs next to the soil, that is next to the roots, that means you have mealybugs which form in roots or in soil. It is not the plant-based mealybugs. There are two types of mealybugs. One is the one which you get in the soil. So for that, you will have to treat your soil also. One is to keep it in hot sun, baking sun, for a couple of days, where all the bugs are, killed, and you have to keep, shuffling the mud. Or the other thing is that you will have to take the soil and change it completely.
And about the potting, about the sting of hearts or sting of pearls, how do you manage that, ma'am?
That's the same concept like I showed you in this plate right now. You will have to put the soil like this. Okay. Now, if you see, when you have got those, there would be a bulb at the bottom of the string of pearls or string of hearts. There's always a bulb. Have you had the bulb, or have you had just the string?
No, I get it with the roots, but it's they give it without the soil, so it's all like so tangled. We cannot remove them each and everything and then pot it. So what is the easiest way for
I'll show
potting
you.
it?
I'll just get you a piece and I'll show you this. So this is baby tears. Okay, string of baby tears. And what you can do is, again, this is the soil of your pot. Again, for this, now if I'm using just these pieces, I will use a 4-inch pot, or max to max a 3-inch pot. Sorry, a 3-inch pot, not a 4-inch pot. Max
Okay.
a 3-inch pot. Okay, I'll fill it up And all I will do is, if you see the stem, there will be these roots on the stem. Can you see it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So if you have these roots, well and good. You can otherwise just put it like this on the soil. Okay. And you
Mhm.
can just sprinkle a little bit of your soil like this on it. This is it. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
आपको दूसरा, you don't have to do much with string of pearls and string of hearts. But yes,
Okay.
string of hearts is a delicate plant. So once you do this process, water the plant well, okay, and keep it in a very well lit area. So for instance, if you can see the sunlight right now, it's very good sun, or not sun, but it's more like an indirect sunlight, and you have to cover it with a plastic. So if this is your 3-inch pot, filled it up, you put the string of pearls on it, and you just keep a plastic over it and keep it in good sunlight. That way, you will see within 1-2 weeks the plant has started to get acclimatized to the new soil, and it would be actually starting to get its own roots now. The other method is, if you have got that plant, you can just take this portion of the stem from here on, this much,
Yes, ma'am.
remove
Yes.
few of these seeds from it, of its leaves rather,
Okay.
and you put this in water. That's it.
Oh, okay, water
Yeah.
propagation.
Water
Okay.
propagation, as I've sent on the group. Okay,
Okay.
I find water propagation is like 100% success, as long as your stem is in the water. That is, you have only this tiny portion which is touching the water.
Water, not the leaves.
Yeah, not the leaf, and it's a very tiny portion that's touching the water. That's it. Even if it's not touching the water, it's fine, but it should not be like the bottle is just half, and stem, there are 2-inch or 3-inch gap between the stem and the water.
Okay.
There
So
should
you
be.
suggest for all the hanging varieties of the succulents?
Yes,
This is water
it's goes for
propagation?
all succulents.
Okay. All the hanging varieties you're saying.
Yes, hanging, other succulents, I'm talking about echeveras. You can even do it for, if your plant is not doing well in the soil, you
Oh,
can move your plant to water, but as long as only the bottom half of the roots are touching the water and not the full plant.
and how do you fertilize the
You
plants in the
don't
water?
just have to wash the water out. That's the bottle which they are kept in, or the glass that they are in. Wash it
Okay.
every week or 2 weeks, and that's all you have to then put new water in.
I think you should do a workshop on that also next time.
Next thing I
That
will
will, yeah, because it will be easy for handling even the mealy bugs and everything. It's easy the water propagation.
Yes, yes. The other thing is what Katharina said. I'm sorry. I think as yeah, Catherine said that you can even use clay balls. Now again, clay balls. If you're using only clay balls in your propagation method, or you're moving your succulents only to clay balls, it is fine. But you have to make sure that the stem, that is the bottom half of your plant, that is this portion where the leaves are ending, should not be touching the water or touching the clay balls.
Okay, maybe I should try an experiment about that for before the next class, next
Okay.
workshop.
I've sent some couple of pictures, and of how I have propagated in the medicine bottles which you get.
No, I have propagated the leaves in the water propagation before, but not the whole plant as such. Maybe I would have missed the pictures or what. I don't know. I did not follow that or no.
That
Maybe.
is, I had propagated a cactus, in fact, in water. I still have to, in fact, it's been there in the water for the last 2 months. I've just been changing the water because I've not had time to really put it in soil. So, but the only thing with, once you have to understand, when they are in water, they are not going to give you the full color of the succulent. If you want the succulent to give you its natural color, then you have to put it in full sun. Without you putting it in full sun, you will never get the natural color. And if you see that the succulents over here, they are very closely knit. Can you see there is not much gap in the succulent?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is because it's getting sufficient sun and water. When the water is more in your plant over here, they will start opening and spreading, and you will see a yellowish tinge in the center.